This man you once trusted has buried a secret involving your birthright. Archangel Michael says, darkness often begins where trust once lived, and tonight, a storm of revelation is about to erupt. The man you once trusted with your whole being has buried a truth that was never his to hide. This is not an ordinary secret. It is connected directly to your birthright, your legacy, and your divine place in the world. He walked beside you, smiled in your direction, and even comforted you when life felt heavy. But behind that mask was a hidden plan, one forged in quiet moments when you weren't watching. He buried something sacred in a place he believed you would never find. Your name was supposed to be spoken with honor. You were chosen for something that even you couldn't understand fully, and that man knew it. So he wrapped the truth in layers of deception and buried it beneath a pile of manufactured stories. Late one night, under the cover of moonlight, he took something symbolic of your divine inheritance and cast it into the earth. It was a token, a document, a piece of evidence that could have changed the course of your life forever. Type Amen to get blessing 333. That night, a shadow moved through the atmosphere, and heaven noticed. The angels whispered among themselves, aware that something precious had just been taken from its rightful owner. Though he believed it would go unnoticed, the energy of what he did rippled across realms. You may have felt it without knowing why, an uneasy feeling, a cold rush through your spine, dreams of something being locked away. It wasn't your imagination. It was your spirit trying to signal that something had been lost, something you were always meant to carry. Comment below if you ever felt like something about your beginnings didn't add up. Your intuition has been right all along. The reason things didn't align in certain areas is because someone rearranged your destiny without your knowledge. Archangel Michael says, the time has now arrived to dig up what was buried in dishonor. You will not walk another day unaware. The heavens have released the light, and it is now making its way toward that place of hidden truth. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The man in question had access. He was near during key moments of your life, gaining trust through actions that seemed caring. But there was an underlying intention, to silence a lineage that ran through your blood. To keep you disconnected from your divine favor. He knew what your name carried. The moment he found out, he couldn't bear the idea that you were the one chosen. Jealousy doesn't always come loud, it sometimes comes cloaked in false guidance. There is a room, an old box, a forgotten drawer, or perhaps even a small chest. Inside is a remnant of what he took. His plan was to keep it hidden until it became worthless, but heaven has a different timeline. And now, the angels are circling. You will begin to notice strange signs, sudden smells, flickering lights, dreams of childhood symbols, and whispers during twilight hours. These are not random. They are confirmations that your spirit is awakening to retrieve what's yours. Type Amen to get blessing 717. There will be resistance. The man who buried the truth is growing nervous because something in the air has shifted. He may reach out to you in strange ways, act overly kind, or try to bring up unrelated memories. He knows the secret is rising. Even he can feel the movement beneath the ground where he tried to lay your destiny to rest. But what he doesn't realize is that no man can erase a calling sealed by divine light. Somewhere, someone loyal to you is being nudged to speak. They've held back for fear of this man's reaction, but now they are being visited in their dreams. Heaven is unlocking mouths and shaking doors. You'll receive clues through odd conversations, misplaced letters, or voices of elders who once stayed silent. Pay attention, for your ancestors are aligning to help you remember who you are. Type Amen to get blessing 999. This truth will not only change your direction, it will shatter illusions that were built around you since childhood. There is something royal in your spirit, something mighty that was once marked in heaven. And he tried to bury that light. But light cannot remain hidden for long. Like a seed beneath the soil, your purpose is now pushing upward, cracking every lie that was stacked above it. Nothing can stop it now. You may weep when the truth is fully revealed, not because of the betrayal, but because you'll finally feel seen by the universe. The heaviness that's been hovering over you will start lifting in layers. One by one, lies will fall, and your birthright will stand uncovered. If you're reading this, it's not by chance. Your spirit led you here because tonight is when the veil begins to tear. The name you carry has a scroll in heaven, and it's glowing with divine heat. Type Amen to get blessing 456. The man who buried it thought he could outsmart the divine. He believed that timing would keep you away from truth, that delay meant denial. But angels don't operate by earthly timelines, they move in divine circles. His memory is starting to haunt him. He cannot sleep without recalling that night. The soil beneath his actions is now breaking open. This was not about revenge, but about restoration. You are not here to destroy him, you are here to reclaim what is eternally yours. What he tried to cover was only delayed, not denied. Your true inheritance isn't only wealth, it's wisdom, power, and purpose. It's the position you were meant to walk in, the honor meant to surround your name. And all that is being unlocked now. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The earth is shifting in your favor. Someone will appear, possibly unexpectedly, and hand you a clue, an old key, a memory, or a testimony. That clue will stir something ancient inside your soul. You will begin to remember. Pieces will fit together like a divine puzzle, and you will stand stronger than ever before. No more walking in circles. No more confusion. Archangel Michael says, you were born into this world under a specific divine alignment. And though the enemy tried to bury that truth, it is now rising through the sound of truth's trumpet. The veil of deception is lifting. Prepare yourself emotionally. This journey may bring tears, but it will lead to unimaginable peace. You'll look back and realize that everything broken was guiding you here. Type Amen to get blessing 606. There is a notebook or photograph that will soon appear. When you see it, don't overlook it. It holds a hidden marking or symbol that ties back to your origin. He may pretend to be innocent. He may act surprised or try to rewrite history. But your soul knows. And now your mind will soon follow. Keep your heart grounded. Let no distraction pull you away from this unfolding. Everything is happening exactly as it was meant to. Comment, I receive, if your heart feels something shaking within. This is your confirmation. The grave of your truth is being disturbed by heaven's wind. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Every step you take from now is guided. You will not miss the revelation meant for you. Even your missteps will lead to alignment. Start cleaning your space. A sacred object may resurface during this process. It may look ordinary, but it carries the energy of what was once stolen. You are not crazy for feeling chosen. You are not dramatic for sensing spiritual warfare. What you felt is real, and now the evidence is about to surface. Heaven is not only exposing what was hidden but also restoring what was lost. You are about to experience divine compensation in ways that will shock you. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The man will be forced to confess, not because he wants to, but because heaven will leave him no choice. He will try to act as though he was protecting you, but the truth will show otherwise. You'll gain access to places and records you once couldn't reach. Doors will open effortlessly. Conversations that felt blocked will now flow. This message is not for the weak-hearted. It is for those who feel fire inside them and have wondered where it came from. That fire is your legacy pushing through spiritual stone. You will shine, not for show, but because the divine cannot be muted. Your light is ancient. Your lineage is marked. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, your time of unknowing is over. From this day forward, light will follow you wherever you walk. You'll wake up feeling a deeper knowing, a sharper clarity, and an urgency to take back what is rightfully yours. He may try to intimidate or create confusion, but stay still. Do not fight with flesh. Heaven is handling this battle on your behalf. The angels are not only watching, they are moving. If you notice objects around you behaving strangely, it's not coincidence. The energy around you is shifting rapidly. It's all leading toward a full unveiling. Someone from your family line, no longer in this realm, is watching this unfold. They have seen this day from above and are proud of your endurance. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. You are protected. You are chosen. And you are no longer walking blindly. Be still. The truth is arriving. And when it does, you will not be the same. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. This is only the beginning of the unveiling. Heaven has declared this your season of divine exposure and reclamation. Watch how everything changes from this moment onward. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. You may start noticing things around your home begin to vibrate with unfamiliar energy. Photos you once overlooked may now hold new meanings. Items passed down to you, like jewelry, letters, or even clothing, might begin to radiate warmth as your spiritual awakening continues. This is because the buried secret has triggered an energetic alarm in the higher realms. What was hidden in dishonor is now screaming for justice through every vibration in your atmosphere. And heaven is honoring your lineage by pouring clarity into your environment. That man, he underestimated how deep your spiritual blood runs. He thought silencing your destiny would secure his own comfort. But comfort built on theft always crumbles under the weight of divine light. You will soon walk into a moment that will feel like déjà vu. It may happen at a family gathering, a phone call, or while you're simply looking in the mirror. And your soul will whisper, "This is the moment everything begins to return." Type Amen to get blessing 2929. He once convinced others that you were unstable, unaware, or undeserving. He used his influence to paint you as forgettable. But all those whispers he released in secret are now turning into chains around his conscience. People who once sided with him will begin to doubt his story. They will notice the cracks forming in his mask. The truth has begun to rise, and even those who once turned away from you will turn toward you for answers. Do not let bitterness cloud your rising. You were never called to stay stuck in grief or betrayal. You are called to reign, and your time of mourning is shifting into your time of movement. You have suffered in silence for too long, but silence is no longer needed. Your voice will soon echo through the halls that once locked you out. Type Amen to get blessing 774. There is an ancestral gate that is now being unlocked. Those in your bloodline who carried spiritual sight before you are rejoicing in the Spirit, because what they prayed to see happen in your time is now here. The man you trusted, who once held pieces of your sacred scroll, cannot run from divine light. He may try to distance himself. He may vanish or pretend to forget. But heaven is chasing him with reminders. Something sacred has been placed in your path, possibly a message from someone who knew the truth but didn't speak before. It could come through a recording, a voice note, a misplaced phone call, or an envelope you never noticed. This won't be the final word. It will be the first key. And the moment you touch it, the energy in your body will react with goosebumps and tears. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The earth remembers what he tried to bury. His hands carried fear the moment he did it. And now, his steps are being followed by the weight of truth's return. Don't be surprised if he tries to deflect or create distractions. He may stir up arguments, bring up old grievances, or accuse you of things that don't make sense. This is desperation disguised as control. Do not respond with anger. Respond with stillness. Let heaven's fire do the cleansing while you stay aligned with purpose. He may even offer a half-truth in an attempt to lighten his burden. But the full story is what you deserve, and it is the full story that will be delivered. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. You'll be guided in dreams to locations that feel familiar but unclear. These are sacred places where pieces of your truth still linger. A childhood room, a tree from your youth, or an abandoned cabinet may all carry remnants of your divine inheritance. Archangel Michael says, "Your name was not only written on earth but carved into heavenly stone." The energy of that name cannot be deleted, buried, or rewritten. It is encoded with spiritual power. Every time he hears your name now, his breath shortens. Every time he sees your face, the guilt tries to hide behind fake smiles. But your spirit sees through him now. Someone close to you, possibly related by blood or bound by old friendship, is about to shift. They've been caught between loyalty and conscience, but your light is waking them up from fear. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. You've made it through without knowing the full truth. That in itself is proof of how strong your spirit is. But now, you are stepping into your season of knowing. You are not just reclaiming what was lost, you are rising with double. Every year of confusion is being repaid in spiritual understanding, favor, and clear direction. You are being given more than you thought you had lost. Even the land beneath your feet is shifting to favor you. Watch for sudden offers, invitations, and opportunities that feel random. They're not. They are heaven's response to the injustice you endured. This is not a temporary rise. This is a permanent shift in your spiritual identity. Once the secret is fully unveiled, you will carry wisdom, clarity, and divine recognition wherever you go. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The reason others couldn't block you, despite what he buried, is because your essence is rooted in divine soil. You are deeply protected, even when unaware. That's why your fall never destroyed you, it taught you. What you'll soon discover might make you cry for hours. Let it. That release will be the breaking of the curse that was placed on your story without your permission. Your birthright was meant to change others' lives, not just your own. That's why the enemy tried to bury it, because he feared what would happen if you walked in your truth. The same people who turned their backs will now try to sit at your table. But heaven will give you wisdom on who can stay and who must leave. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. If you felt heaviness over your chest, a lump in your throat, or unexplained emotions at night, it's not random. That's your soul remembering what your mind hasn't caught up to yet. Soon, it will all make sense. The puzzle will finally connect. And when it does, the glory on your life will be undeniable. There's something your birth chart, your name meaning, or your ancestral totem says about you. Revisit it. That ancient wisdom carries a part of the truth he tried to hide. You may receive a message, possibly through social media, that seems small but changes everything. Open it. It could be the seed of your full inheritance awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Archangel Michael says, this is divine recovery, not just divine exposure. Heaven isn't only revealing the lie, it's restoring what was taken. Tenfold. The man's legacy may begin to fall apart slowly, not out of revenge, but because it was built on buried truth. And the universe rebalances all things in its time. You may be offered land, a family name restored, or a document returned to you. Don't doubt it. You are being given more than evidence. You are being given elevation. A season of new authority is emerging. Walk with humility but move with confidence. Your footsteps are being guided by archangels. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Heaven says your hands will touch what was once out of reach. The power he buried will now rest in your palms. You are the rightful heir, and your time has come. You'll know it's real not just by words, but by the signs that keep showing up, repeating numbers, animal appearances, and sudden silence during the day. These are divine alerts. This is sacred territory you are walking into. Handle it with discernment. Let no fear interfere with what heaven is giving back to you. He may still try one last move to silence the unfolding, but it will fail, for your name is already being spoken in rooms he tried to keep closed. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. If you're still reading, it means your spirit is aligned with this truth. You've been chosen to break chains, not only for yourself but for those who will come after you. There will be honor after the heartbreak. There will be clarity after confusion. There will be wholeness after the wound. The time is no longer coming, it is here. Prepare your heart. You are about to carry the name, truth, and power that was always yours. Type Amen to get blessing 5000. The spiritual courtroom has already opened. The angels are standing in formation, and your name is glowing on the divine scroll. The charges of silence, deception, and inheritance theft are being heard in heaven's highest realm. Archangel Michael has drawn his flaming sword, not to destroy, but to divide truth from lies with unshakable finality. The man who buried your birthright is being summoned spiritually, and his soul is being asked to answer for what he did. The time of hiding is over, and nothing he tries will be able to block what heaven has decided to release. There is a reason your energy has felt heavy lately. The closer you get to the unveiling, the more resistance shows up. But now, that resistance is breaking like glass under divine pressure. In the days ahead, you will feel a release, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It may come through tears, exhaustion, or moments of sudden silence. That's the burden lifting off you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. A celestial book is being reopened. A record that was sealed because of what he did is now being read aloud by angels. Every lie told, every moment you doubted yourself because of his manipulation, is being reversed. The mirror of heaven is showing your true reflection now, and it is radiant. You are no longer who you were when the betrayal began. Soon, you may hear murmurs from others saying, "You've changed." They won't understand the fire you walked through, but you will smile, not in arrogance, but in sacred knowing. Because while others slept, you endured storms they never saw. You carried light in darkness, and now the universe is bringing justice in full measure. Type Amen to get blessing 626. He may be forced to revisit the place where he buried your truth. Not physically, but spiritually. Memories will return to him in floods, faces, names, dates. What he thought was forgotten will return like thunder. He may grow sick in body or mind from the weight of the hidden. That is not your burden to carry. Let heaven deal with him. Your focus now must be on preparation. For when your birthright returns, it will come with responsibilities, leadership, influence, honor. You must be ready, and heaven believes you are. That's why this message found you, because the portal to your rightful path is finally unlocked. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Someone connected to your early childhood will come forward. Maybe a family friend, a caregiver, or a sibling who always felt something was off. They've seen the signs and can no longer keep silent. They will whisper the words you've been waiting to hear. They will connect dots you didn't even know were part of your story. And suddenly, it will all make sense. You may be told of a missing document, will, or a prophecy once spoken over you that he tried to erase. Don't dismiss it. Follow every lead. The universe is piecing your inheritance together like a sacred mosaic. Every shard has a story. Every detail matters. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. You may experience waves of emotion as the truth settles in your bones. Some days you'll want to dance. Other days you may just sit in stillness and let the revelations breathe. Give yourself grace during this awakening. You're not just remembering facts, you're realigning with destiny. And that process shakes the very foundation of your inner world. You are not alone. The angels are stationed at your door, whispering clarity into your sleep and strength into your spirit. Listen closely, they are guiding every step. Archangel Michael says, your identity is no longer fragile. It is forged in fire, and no lie can touch it again. You are sealed in divine authority now. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Expect a divine rerouting soon. What once seemed like a dead end will suddenly turn into a hidden passage. People you thought were irrelevant will reveal their true roles in your story. One name in particular may resurface, someone connected to the man who buried your truth. This person has always known the truth but feared speaking. Their time of silence is ending. They will come to you, possibly stumbling, unsure of how to begin. Let them speak. Let their trembling voice deliver what it must. You'll know they were sent when they mention something no one else could have known. That moment will mark the next level of your return. Type Amen to get blessing 848. As the truth becomes visible, so will the blessings that were locked behind it. These aren't just material gifts, they are spiritual keys. With them, you'll unlock opportunities others only dream of. Favor will follow your name like a shadow. You'll walk into rooms and feel the air shift. Because spiritually, you've reclaimed your crown. The places that once rejected you will open wide. The people who overlooked you will try to align. But remember, this season is not about pleasing them. It's about honoring what's been restored. Your presence is going to challenge some people. That's okay. Light always exposes shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. You will know your power when old patterns no longer affect you. When you stop explaining yourself to those who once doubted you. When you walk past what used to hurt you with your head high. The vibration of your life is rising. What once drained you will now fall off effortlessly. The right people, places, and plans will stick like divine magnets. You were not created to be hidden. The season of concealment has ended. This is your unveiling. Let your energy speak for you now. Let your presence declare the truth. You are walking in fullness. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. And now, the final return is near. Within the next few weeks, you will feel undeniable shifts. Documents, messages, dreams, and strange coincidences will all work together to reveal what was buried. The man may try to cry. He may beg. He may finally admit what he did. But this is no longer about him. It's about you. You are not returning for revenge. You are rising for restoration. Everything that was taken will be replaced with greater glory. He will no longer have power over your legacy. Your name will shine with divine favor. Heaven has placed its seal on your new beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Your voice will carry weight in rooms of influence. Your story will touch lives you never imagined. Your rise will be documented in spiritual realms as a blueprint for others who were buried by betrayal. Never again will you bow to manipulation. Never again will your truth be silenced. Never again will your birthright be hidden. The angels rejoice because you made it through what was designed to break you. And now you ascend. Archangel Michael says, the secret is no longer in the dirt. It has risen with you. And heaven stands to applaud. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. If you feel the truth in these words, speak them aloud. Walk in them. Breathe in their clarity. Because this is your time to live uncovered. You are not lost. You were never broken. You are reborn in spiritual truth. The divine ledger has been corrected. The angels have signed their approval. And you are finally free. Type Amen to get blessing 10,000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.